Welcome to Access SportsNet Lakers, brought to you by your Toyota dealers. We make it easy. Chris McGee, Robert Ory, James Worthy. We got Mike Trudell down at the arena. The Lakers season comes to an end. OKC completes the sweep. They will be in the Western Conference Finals. A valiant effort by the Lakers in that second half. They had their chances, fellas, to win the game. They had a 4-point lead, James, going into that fourth quarter. OKC closes on a 28-18 run. Hit some big shots down the stretch. AR had a look at it on that last play. Yeah. They were talking about it, no Rui in the game on that play. Just missed. But go ahead, say your words. It's always tough when the season ends.
Yeah, it is, Geeter. And you know, look, Oklahoma's a fine basketball team. They really are on both ends, and they're deep. I thought the Lakers played one of the best games of the season tonight. You know, with Oklahoma, every possession is so critical. Like, I thought the Lakers had momentum. LeBron, that little soft pass at the end, the long pass, I know we get that a lot, but you can't afford to, like, lose possession of the basketball in critical moments. Now, if it succeeds, then we're good, but I just thought that Mitchell, you know, the fact that Marcus Smart's done a pretty good job on Shea until the night, you know, he got his tonight, but every time we had an opportunity, Mitchell with the layup, with the three, we give up an offensive rebound, long rebound, it resulted in a three. Not that many of them, not that many, you know, turnovers really, but turnovers in critical situations. And, you know, we played a masterful game. I just thought that Oklahoma just took advantage of turnovers, and they had Shea and they had Mitchell and they had Heinstein, who played really well. Holgram at the end at that Duncan's corner. They're a tough team to beat. I thought the Lakers did the best they could, but just came up a little short, Geeter.
Yeah, when you look at complete basketball teams, and this is one of the most complete basketball teams you've probably seen in a long time. And when you look at teams, you say, okay, where is their weakness? Can you point out one with this team? You know, they have a really great bench. That's the first thing people normally look at. It says, well, who's the worst defender on that team? You can't really pick one. And that's why they're the #1 defensive team in the league. And that's what you want out of a team. You think about how they was able to blow by some of our players with ease. And the thing about OKC is, you know, I know a lot of people get mad at them foul hunting, but they're smart. You know, Shai Gilgeous is one of the masters. He'll see you right there. He'll just run straight into you. And he knows that in this league, this day and age, everything belongs to the offensive player. And that's what some of our players have to start doing and start avoiding it. But you really, really have to tip your hat to this OKC team. Yeah. You think about down the stretch, that even how well oiled that last play where Hartenstein says, okay, I'm going to give it to Chet because I'm not confident in my floater. And Chet knew it was coming. He took his time. He went up and dunked it. It went up. And so, when you look at teams,
traveled, by the way.
Yeah, he might have traveled, but everybody travels in the NBA. Yeah. And so, and for me, that just shows you how smart and how well oiled they are. And you know, I don't even think that, you know, sometimes you can walk away from a series and be disappointed where you thought you was going to win. You know, I don't think anybody in the world thought the Lakers were going to win. You know, that's no disrespect to the Lakers. That just shows you how good OKC is. You know, we'd have had Luka, I thought we would have won. Mm-hmm. But without Luka, it's kind of hard to go up against a juggernaut like OKC.
Yeah, you look at a guy like Jared McCain, who's plus 27 in a 5-point game and had 3 big threes. Hartenstein, who we had mentioned, was a plus 30, and this is a really close game. But I do want to show you guys this last play. Okay. Austin Reaves, James, I'll start with you. He has a look here, just misses it. The Lakers are down 3 at this point. Tough shot.
I mean, you can't ask for a better look. And for a guy that you want to take the shot, I mean, I'm surprised that they allowed him to get that wide open. I'm surprised that they, you know, didn't protect the three-point line, but that kind of went in and out. This is the look that Austin Reaves kind of drifting to the left a little bit,
you know, just to the left and he missed it left.
Yeah, missed it left. Yeah,
and for me, I sorry to interrupt you, James.
No, I'm
good. To me, we got guys who want to be the hero so bad. You know, sometimes, you know, you look at the greats like Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, you know, they kick it to the others. You can get that. Everybody know you're going to take that shot. Take one more dribble. Get a better shot. I thought everybody said that was a good shot. You can't get a good shot right now. You got to get a great shot. And to me, that was an okay shot. you 5 feet behind the three-point line, you're going left, drifting, and you haven't been shooting the ball very well. Like right here, LeBron, you got to move. You just standing there. You could in this possession, you could have turned the corner, got a quick 2 foul. There's so many other things, and this is coming from a guy who's always wanted to take the 3 to win. But there's situational situations. You got look. There's 11 seconds on that clock. You go to the hole. You score at 8 seconds. Then you foul. They might miss one. Now you don't have to get a 3 to tie it up. You might get a 3 to win. So, I think sometimes we go with the hero ball way too much. And for me, you have to be smart down the play. But what do I know?
I was wondering why there was a reason why. I mean, you pointed it out.
Yeah.
Why Rui went in the game, who shoots a high. I don't know whether it's easier to switch when he's in there or what, but that was a big percentage 3 that wasn't on the court.
Guys, we got to talk a little OKC. We'll start with A.J. Mitchell. I know Shea was the leading scorer, but A.J. Mitchell was the backbreaker all series long. I mean, no Jalen Williams. And you talk about a guy out of UC Santa Barbara in his second year. He's playing 7 minutes a game last year and really broke through this year due to the injuries to OKC. And he ends up with 28 points on 12 of 19. But his ability, James, to control the game, and if you doubled Shea or the ball was in his hands, it was like having the ball in the hands of a star. I'm not calling him a star, but he sure was.
He was a star. He's been the star, one of the stars in this series. I mean, when Shea's out of the game, at that position,
It's smiling.
There's no difference. He's taking people one-on-one off the dribble. He's shooting threes.
Layups,
He's
mid-range.
shooting over bigs.
Yeah.
He's crafty. My God, he's got one more year.
It's a guy on an $8 million deal for 3 years.
Yeah.
2 more years.
He's the 15th highest paid player
That's
on the
weird.
OKC Thunder and the 14th highest
He
paid
won't be
Jared
there in
McCain.
2 years because they can't afford him. Because they're going to be like $100 million over the cap.
Yeah.
So they can't afford him. So Lakers, hey, you can't beat him, make him join us.
Yeah.
But I want to point out something to people at home. 35-28, right?
Yep.
They only made 2 threes. So that goes to show you right there. When everybody want to sit back and make all these threes, it ain't about making threes. What do I say all the time? It's about getting buckets, right? These guys know how to get buckets. They love you to sleep. They know how to draw the fouls. They know how to get to their points. And that's what players got to understand. You get to your point on the floor where you most comfortable at, you're going to knock down that shot. And that's what Shea does. And you think about this. This guy is going up against Shea every day in practice, and he's like this, taking notes. Oh, that's how Shea get his buckets, writing it down. Oh, that's how he gets to the free throw, add it to my repertoire. And that goes to show you when you go out and you learn it from greats like that, and they want you to. I think Shea said he don't even shoot the ball in practice, which is the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. He wants his other guys to feel empowered. And for me, that's one of the things that our team really has to learn. And stop trying to hunt fouls, get to your point, your comfort zone, and knock down Jays.
Let's talk Shea, guys. 39 minutes, 11 of 22. This was his best game of the series, 35 points, and a lot of it came from the free throw line. He got there 15 times, James, and made 12 of them. He's actually -7 for the game. But in the end, it's Shea's team.
Yeah, and there was spurts in the third and fourth quarter there where they needed some offense, and he got busy. He kept them in the game when the Lakers were making a run. He got maybe about 4 or 5 shots from a variety of places, layups, a 3. The 12-footer, the 10-footer, and when he came back in, he got hot. And so when Mitchell was hot, Shea came back in, gave him the lift that they needed.
Look at that, what I just said. Just getting to his point, rising up, knocking down Jays. And so many people criticize a guy like DeMar DeRozan, oh, you don't shoot threes. This was Kobe Bryant before he started shooting threes. You think about when Kobe was number 8. That's how Kobe got his buckets. He was still getting buckets, and I think Shea probably like, okay, this is how you do it. And for me, I am so impressed by how he plays the game. He understands it's not about, knocking down threes. It's about controlling what I do. Sort of like what Luka does, controlling and manipulating the defense. When you want to try to double team me, let everybody eat. Think about it. Games 1, 2, and 3, everybody ate. This game, he's like, what? Who's the star of this team? Get on my back.
He was bound to have a game where he got to the free throw line as well.
And that's what he did
15
tonight.
times. Yeah. Let's talk a little Lakers here, guys. 53 wins.
Great season.
A lot of injuries this year, too. Really battled through all of that.